I did a reaction to this video right here a couple days ago, and the women were upset with me about this video. In the video, the husband asked the wife, why can't she be nicer to him? She goes off on this whole thing about everything she had to do that morning, and he was just sitting there.
Nicer to me.
Oh my gosh, well I feel like you could have done 80 more things today than you did. I feel like I woke up and I cleaned our room, I did our bed, I cleaned the sheets, I did the laundry, I put your clothes away, I come in the kitchen, nothing's done. So I do everything, then I make you breakfast, then I get the baby ready, then I get myself ready. And what do, Michael? You just tell me I could have been nicer.
And I responded to that, and the women didn't like my response. Check out some of these comments. LMAO, this is dumb. He told her she could have been nicer, and she responded by telling his lazy what he could have done as well. She's a married single mother. Let me just laugh. I'm with her 100%. Seems pretty obvious that she is explaining why she's not being nice to him. He 100% should have kept that to himself. She would have been nicer if she wasn't being a maid. Get the and help. Now this one's a little longer, but this is my favorite one. That's why some men, especially black men, will always just be ignorant and nothing else. You literally watch this video of her expressing how she's doing every single thing, including taking care of the baby, and all you heard was him wanting to be nice. We can't be nice if we're overwhelmed. We can't be nice for overstimulated, I guess she meant overstimulated men. We can't be nice if we're burnt out. We can't be nice if you're sitting there doing absolutely nothing while we're doing absolutely everything. I received DMs on this. I had one lady telling me I'm the reason why they choose the bear because of what I said in that video. But what I want is for those women and the rest of you to watch this, and we'll come back and talk about it.
You didn't have to be mean.
What? I didn't have to be mean? Let me explain to you why I'm being mean. Well, I woke up today at 5 a.m. and I had to drive for an hour through traffic to get to the construction site just so I can work 12 hours in the hot sun. And believe me, it was hot. After work, I had to get back into my truck, drive another hour through traffic just to come home and see my wife sitting on the couch watching Netflix. She doesn't pay any bills. She don't pay the mortgage. She don't pay for the cars. She doesn't pay for the electric that is needed to watch Netflix. She doesn't pay for the Wi-Fi. She pays for nothing. Does she offer to get a job to help out? No, she doesn't. She just sits there. So the next time you want to know why I'm not being nicer, I want you to remember that. Now, I'm about to show you how hypocritical all of these women are, because I'm going to ask them a simple question. Was there anything wrong with what that man said and how he said that to his wife? He was justified. He does work 12 hours a day in the hot sun. He did have to drive an hour through traffic. So is he justified to speak to her like that? Is he justified to still be mean to her because he had a bad day? He's overwhelmed. He's drowning in bills. He's tired of working out in the hot sun like a slave. Is he justified to do that? No, ladies, don't run. Where you going? No, come back here. Answer this question. Is he justified to speak to his wife like that? Is he? In that moment, he felt like he was doing everything and she was doing nothing. So is he justified to speak to her like that? See, this is my problem with a lot of you. You only want to look at it through your side. Because when that lady went up on her husband about washing clothes and making up the bed, y'all was okay with her being mean to him. All y'all had to say was, well, she was justified. Why don't he get his lazy butt up and help her? Well, why don't y'all have that same energy for the wife? Why don't she get her lazy butt up and help him? What's the problem, ladies? Don't run. Let's have this conversation. Y'all got so much to say about it. Let's have the conversation. Because my original point wasn't about her doing all that stuff and him sitting there. It was about how she spoke to him. Because it doesn't matter what you're going through. You still speak to people with respect. See, but you women think y'all could just speak to somebody any way you want and they're just supposed to deal with it. But when they speak to you like that, he's the worst person in the world. You don't speak to somebody like that because you having a bad day. And if that husband felt in that moment she was speaking to him in a mean way, he was justified to ask her not to do that. The same way this woman is justified in asking her husband not to be so mean to her. Now, if you don't understand that, you don't want to understand it. But I just wanted to prove how hypocritical a lot of you women were. In that moment, they both were telling the other person about what they were doing in the household. And they both neglected what the other person was doing in the household. See, in that first video, that woman had everything to say about what she was doing. But she did leave out the fact that he probably was paying the bills. She did leave out the fact that he probably worked all week and this was his only day off. The same way the husband forgot that she takes care of the house. She takes care of the kids. She does a million other things around that house. And when he came home, that was probably the first time she took a break all day to watch some Netflix and he went off on her. See, that's the part that y'all don't want to talk about. But we talking about today. Now, if you're going to be a real woman, like y'all like to say, come up in these comments and answer my question. Is the husband justified in speaking to her that way, the same way she was justified in speaking to him that way? If you ain't scared to have a real conversation, jump up in these comments and answer me.
Walking down the street and I see a black man with a white woman. There's a weakness in him. Ooh. Something in him is weak.
But wait, there's more.
See a black woman with a white man, despite all the historical context that we know that sits behind that, I think she must have got she's tired. Like she must have got so fed up that she's getting to rest now.
It's cool when they do it. It's a problem when I do it.
Now, I know all black women don't think like this, but this type of thinking drives me crazy. This right here is the hypocritical garbage that has to go. And before you women come at me talking about I'm triggered because they were talking about me, I am a black man who wants to be with a black woman. So y'all can miss me with that. I'm triggered because there are a lot of black women out there who think like this. They celebrate a black woman when they do it, but they look down on a black man when he do it. And my point is, I just think it's crazy that you can have understanding from one side but not the other. And I know it just comes from black women believing that their struggle is worse than everybody else's. Like the girl said, if she's seen a black woman with a white man, she's thinking, well, she's fed up and she finally gets to rest now. And that's so crazy to me because when black men say stuff like that about white women, all hell breaks loose. Regardless of what a lot of you women think, there are some black men out here struggling to find a good black woman. Just like there are some black women out here struggling to find a good black man. My point is, it is their choice. They can do whatever they want to do. But if you got judgment for one, you need to have judgment for the other one too. Stop thinking that your struggle is harder than their struggle. It's getting old, it's getting tired, and honestly, I'm just sick of it.
To all you men out there that come to women and just sit up here and waste their time, like you first meet a girl and then your first thing to say is, I'm not looking for nothing serious, then why the f are you meeting anybody? What are you meeting somebody for? Y'all, like, I feel like all you niggas that ain't looking for nothing serious should wear a t-shirt. I'm full of shit. Like, y'all should. Matter of fact, I'm gonna make some shirts, you guys. Who's gonna buy it? Who's gonna buy it? I'm full of shirt. Don't waste your time. If you don't waste your time, I will. That's what y'all need to start wearing. Y'all need to start having badges. Time waster. Bull. I just want to do it. Because that's all y'all want to do. That's all y'all want to do. Y'all come to a woman knowing that women want relationships, and then you tell them for off bat you don't want it to serious. Goddamn. 100,000 men will come to 100,000 women and say they don't want nothing serious. Then get the f out of my face. Get out of my face. Get out my face. Out my face.
Who gonna tell her? You know what, I'll tell her. Lady, the reason why a lot of these men are not looking for anything serious is because a lot of you aren't serious. They're not looking for a wife because there aren't many wives left. And on top of that, in 2025, it is hard for us men to distinguish who the wives are. See, if all you guys dress the same, look the same, talk the same, walk the same, how is the man supposed to know if you're a wife or a 304? Back in my day, you knew who the 304s were and you knew who the wives were. But you can't tell anymore. It's all twisted up and mixed in. See, you're sitting in the car with some booty shorts on talking about how come men just want to have sex with me, because in a lot of situations they think that's all you're offering. I'm not saying that's what you're offering, but that's what it would look like to a lot of men. See, so many women complain about what men are doing, but I always tell you it goes back to you. Y'all want to do what y'all want to do, dress the way you want to dress, act the way you want to act, but y'all don't think there's going to be any repercussions because of that. Well, the fact is there are repercussions. So now you got men out there who can't tell if you're a booty call or a wife, and you're just doing what you do best, which is blame the men. You want to give us t-shirts so y'all can figure out what we're about. Well, just make sure y'all get some of them same t-shirts because y'all need them too. Every woman you meet now is like a mystery package. You don't know what's in that box when you open it. Like Forrest Gump says, like a box of chocolates. And you can't just go off how they dress anymore either. I mean, that definitely helps, but that don't mean what it used to mean either. Just because she's covered from head to toe doesn't mean she's a good girl. You got women who dress conservatively, but they still got more bodies than a morgue. And then you have women out there who dress like a straight up prostitute and their box is tighter than Kramer from Seinfeld's jeans. It's confusing. This is why when we meet you, we talk to you, we try to get to know you, and then we can make our decision. You can't just go by what you see anymore because you women doing whatever you want to do, and this right here is the price you have to pay for that. And the fact that you're sitting up here playing dumb, talk about something, well, why would a man come up here and talk to me if he didn't want nothing serious? Because there are women out there who are not looking for anything serious. And then you're going to complain that men are being honest with you from the start, which you want him to lie and tell you that he's looking for a wife and he's not. This is what I really believe the problem is. Because there are women out there where men do approach them, men talk to them once or twice, and they already know this is somebody I can wife. The problem is, that's not happening with you, and you don't like it. So instead of going to therapy or trying to heal and get better to present yourself better to these men, you came on TikTok to complain about it. And I'm gonna be honest with you, I don't think that's gonna fix your problem. But hey, I could be wrong. Leave your thoughts in the video. Appreciate you watching, and see you next time.